Welcome to this lesson. This lesson is about editing images with DALL-E. DALL-E provides a feature to edit an existing image based on a text and a mask. So you will have the original image, you will have a mask that has a transparent area in the location that you want to edit in the original image. They have to be the same size. So the image and the mask has to be on the same size. Then you have a text, and this text is for the entire new image, not just for the small area that is transparent. Okay, let me show you an example. So here in images, I provided this image. Here you have a room, or you have a pool inside the house. Here we have the mask, and here we have this area. I wanted to add a fish or a duck in this area. Now the two images must have the same size, so they are of the same size. So the input is this original image, the mask, which is at the same size but contains a transparent area where we want to edit the image. And you will also have a text. You need to specify a text prompt. This text prompt describes what to do in the entire image, not just in the small area. Okay, to do that, let's go to the image controller. Here below this function, which is creating an image variation here, so I will add a new function. So the generateImageEdit function, it is asynchronous. It takes the prompt, the text, the image, and the mask. So these are the inputs. Then we will call the OpenAI, the corresponding OpenAI API, which is in this case createImageEdit. Now it takes multiple parameters. The first one is the image that we need to modify. The last one is the mask, and here we have the prompt, which is the text. Now the same as the previous call, also take two other parameters, the number of images to generate, and also you need to specify the size, 256 times 256 or 512 times 512 or 1024 times 1024. Now once we do that, we will get back the image edit object in which we have the following output. So this is the console log. In the image edit, we have data, we have array of data, but we have one element, and here we have the URL. Let me, before trying it, also save it to a local file. So as you can see here, I defined a URL constant, output path, it is in the images folder with this name, and I am saving it here. So I think that's all. What I need to do is, as well, I think, is to include it in the exports. So that has been added here in the exports, and I think I am okay with this. Okay, let's now go to the playground. Here we have the image variation, which I will comment out. And here I have this readLine object. It will tell the user to enter the output image description. Now to do that, we will get a text. You have to provide a function now. So you can see the image description, generateImageEdit, and here is the original image, which I have here, and the mask image, which I also have here. This is the mask, and this is the original image. If we go back to the playground, I think we need to import this function as well. So I'll come here. Okay, so I guess now we are ready to test this code. So let me stop the Express server. Let me now open the playground, enter output image description. So I need a pool inside a room with a bird, for example, on it. So it should add a bird to that masked area. Let's try. So it is editing the image. So this is the URL, but let me wait. Okay, so the image was saved successfully. Let me come, this is the output. Okay, now as you can see, it hasn't updated the area, or it is updated it, but there is a problem. So this code was definitely working, and I found the problem yesterday in it, and it continued to be there. I'm pretty sure that the problem is with the model, not with the code. So hopefully once this code is fixed, I will re-record this video and show you. But I'm sure that it was working last week, and it was working a couple of days ago, but yesterday and today it is not working. Okay, now what I will do is that I will convert this to an API to a JSON call. Okay, so let's go back to the image controller. In the generateImageEdit, we will need to make it getting request and response. So this is the request response. Okay, if we come here, this image, we need to save a decoded image also, because remember on the JSON object we need to send the information as a base64 encoded string, because we cannot get a path on the client's machine, because the path is on the client machine, not on our machine. So we have to save the decoded image that we will get through the JSON file. I will need to do the same for the mask. Okay, and I need to do the same for the prompt. Of course, the prompt is just a text, so it doesn't need to be decoded. So these are the changes. I need to comment this out, because I don't want to save a local image. And then I need to get back the response, including the return URL. So if we look here, response, we return to HTTP status code 200, which is successful, and we return the URL, and here we have the image URL. Okay, let me save this. Then I need to go to app.js. I have to import it here. Okay, so it is generateImageEdit. Okay, and here we need to add a new root. It will be ImageEdit, and this should be as well ImageEdit. Okay, let me start the Node.js. Okay, it starts fine, so it looks okay. Next step, we will create the HTML document that will make call to this. Okay, so to do that, we will write a prompt and send this prompt to ChatGPT, and we will review it really quick. So you are a developer. Here we talk about the file, CSS, vanilla JavaScript, a container, background colors, create a header. Now here comes the changes. The page then includes a form to collect image file, PNG only, mask file, PNG only, and the prompt text from the user, and a submit. Now below the form there is an image control that will contain the edited image. Now this is where we described most of the thing for it. So when submit button is a click on the form, JavaScript code shall read the selected images and the prompt from the form and encode images using base64 encoding, and call the following API and pass the encoded images in the body as JSON object with a key image for the image key mask for the mask, and the text with a key of prompt. Note that the two images are base64 encoded, but the text is not. During the API call, show a spinner and also disable the submit button and the 3 input fields on it. When the API is returned, it has a JSON object with a key of URL which shall update the display below the form, and this is the name of the file that we need to do. So let's try this. So now it is generating the output. Okay, so this is our code. Let's copy it. Let's go here. Let's go to the public folder, create file. We will call it image_edit.html. Okay, so I'll put the HTML file. I will save it. I will go back here to this. It will not be image variation now, it will be image edit. Okay, so that's the page for us. Let's choose a file. Yes, it is from our application. So this is the original. Select the image file, select the mask file. This is the mask, and enter a prompt. The room contains a pool that has a bird inside it. Okay, now edit image. Okay, so this is the generated image. It is still having the problem, but as I told you, when this is fixed, I will update the code. Possibly the code should start working with no problem. I checked it multiple times and it used to always work, but it stopped working recently. Okay, guys, thank you very much for this lesson. This is the end of DALL-E.